there's a nice house that sets off to the left, and that used to be a junkyard. Used to be a complete junkyard, so they cleaned that up nice and made a nice little home for themselves there. There used to be tires and cars and tires down over the banks and everything there, but they cleaned it up real nice. And this is the Forge Corner North wastewater system extension. Now we turned right on Plank Road, and we're heading over the south branch of Black Lake Creek, which for years was heavily polluted from the mines of Nanty Glo. We just called this the Y in Twin Rocks for as long as I can remember, and you can either go 271 north or 271 south. 271 north heads into Belsano, and we're going into Belsano. We're taking 271 north. This is the little town of Twin Rocks, the beginnings of it, as far as I know. There's a small VFW down here on the left. That building right there is the VFW. And we're heading into Twin Rocks. Also on the left, a big brick building was Big Bend Hotel. No longer operational. Again to the left, another large brick building was one of the old schools from Black Lake Township. And we'll just continue to head on 271 north. Small little town, few houses. I don't know the population. On the right, where that white car's coming out, is Expedite Road. Leads up to a little town that they call Cardiff. And here on the right, they have a sign for Seldersville Heights. Apparently there was a little town called Seldersville back in there at some point in time. We're going to make a left up here onto Red Mill Road. We're not going to go to the entire length of the Red Mill Road because at the bottom of the hill there's a bridge and it's no longer open for service. But on the right hand side here was Black Lake Township's high school. It's behind some trees here, and it burned a few years back, and there's not a lot of remains there at this point. They converted it into a sawmill of some sorts for a while. And here's the Black Lake Township Municipal Building. On the left here was the home of Melvin Rolls. Beautiful house setting up in there. We're gonna continue down Red Mill Road. If you continue down this road, it will lead you to another side road to State Game Land 79. It used to be a destination spot for bear hunters in the area. And here's Dunkard Cemetery. More people out enjoying the amazing January weather that Pennsylvania is experiencing this year. And as you can see, there's a sign that says bridge closed ahead. So we're gonna turn on to South Street in the little town of Belsano. I don't really know a lot about the people who lived around Belsano here, so I'm just going to take in the views. I know that it's a nice little town, small community. Most of the people of this area of Cambria County, they were, you know, coal miners. Maybe some timbering took place back in the day, but mostly these are small coal towns. Maybe some agricultural. Today, I guess you would consider it a suburb. You pretty much have to drive somewhere, maybe, you know, 30 minutes away to get a decent job. Johnstown's probably about 20 miles south of here, maybe 25, somewhere in that ballpark range. Northern Cambria is north of here, and it's just a small town. It's nice though to, you know, small town living. Everybody kind of knows one another, and here is the Belsano post office. Just a little tiny, looks like a renovated house, but that's the post office. Now we're on 422. We're going to go 422 east. On the left-hand side is the Belsano United Methodist Church. Up here also on the left hand side is the Krispy Kreme. It's a ice cream. A lot of local people call it the cow. And again, looking to your left is the Triangle Restaurant. I can't remember what my mom told me it used to be called. Oh, Pinehurst. Pinehurst. She said that used to be a really good place to eat back whenever she was a teenager. I can't tell you how many years ago that was, because I'll be in trouble if I do. We're now traveling south on 271. We kind of just made a circle, and we're going to go back through to the town of Twin Rocks. The old black township high school is on the right, and kind of blocked out by trees. Just behind this building to the left, it's coal country. There's a set of old railroad tracks. They haven't been used in years, but used to be very good hunting back in there. A lot of it's posted now. My grandfather told me stories about whenever he walked to school. There was a little trail led across the railroad tracks up to his old homestead along 422. Excuse me. This is kind of just a little film that we're making to put on YouTube, so that hopefully generations from now somebody can find what this area looked like, maybe when they were younger, when they were little. Just see some of the sights and see what has changed over the years. One thing that's constant, the world's always changing. Technology. Up to the left was one of the churches of Twin Rocks. It's been sold. It's been sold. It's under private ownership now, no longer utilized for church services. Continuing along on 271 south. Head towards Nanty Glo. Down over the embankment, there's an old railroad bed. Cambria, Indiana Railroad now. They've converted it to a Rails to Trails project, and they call it the Ghost Town Trail. It's very beautiful in the fall. People come from all over bicycling. They bicycle the trail, and it heads from, I believe it starts in Evansburg at this point, and it goes down through Dilltown. It continues out into Indiana County. You go down through from Evansburg into Nanty Glo, Bittendale, Dilltown, and it continues out past Brush Valley. I'm not sure what's that town on the other side of Brush Valley? Heshbon, yeah. And the Black Creek continues that distance to